Today we're analyzing Scriabin's Opus 11 No. 1, Prelude in C major, the first of his 24 preludes. We'll discuss structure and rhythm, we'll get into the details of the harmony at the piano, and at the end I'll play the piece with the analyzed score. I'm Jay Beard and I make videos about Scriabin and music theory. Check out my website to see the courses and lessons that I offer, and please like, comment, and subscribe. This piece uses a typical ABA structure, but what isn't so typical is the meter. We've got essentially 4 sets of 5-let eighth notes under one slur, and it's marked 2/2 time. I think the 2 eighth note pickup is to create a sense of momentum or anticipation, but we can basically think of the piece in 10/8 with 2 groups of 5-lets in each measure and 2 measures in each phrase. We begin with a sus2/4 chord, meaning it's like a C chord, but we don't have the third. Instead, we have the 2nd and 4th scale degrees. In the second grouping, we get this rising and falling line that includes an E. All of the opening pitches together form the first 6 notes of the major scale, or fort number 632. After repeating the suspended motif, it resolves to a regular C major chord at the end of the phrase. Then we repeat the motif up a fourth in a classic way that Scriabin often utilizes in his early and middle era. While the right hand is literally transposed up a fourth, the left hand keeps the bass grounded on C. This works because C is a common tone between the chords C and F. By keeping the bass on the tonic, it creates a feeling of continuity where on one hand we're up a fourth, and on the other we're grounded on the same bass pitch. Then for the resolution, the bass moves up to F. Then we have more chord changes, with the right hand melody moving down a step each phrase like a sequence. First a 2 chord, then down a step to the 6 chord that turns into a 2 chord, then down another step to a 2 chord, and then the sequence is broken for a dramatic 2-5-1 cadence with G9-13. The section ends with the opening motif, but with the right hand melody transposed up a fifth. All the pitches here combine to form the entire major scale, and the section eventually resolves on a C chord. Now I want to briefly mention how some aspects of this early era piece resembles his late era music. The extensions 9 and 13 on the 5 chord is reminiscent of the mystic chord. The D would just need to go down a step for it to be a full mystic chord. But more so, the use of the entire major scale and spreading out the bass with C, G, F resembles his middle era fourths voicing. In his early era, this voicing is applied as a suspension that eventually resolves, while in his middle era he embraces the fourths voicing as a consonance, using all or most of the notes of the major scale without needing to resolve out of it. This is a common trend I discuss in my videos about Scriabin's harmonic development, and I discuss the fourths voicing more in my Composing Like Scriabin course. The B section starts with essentially the relative minor, but oddly enough it's like the 5 chord of the relative minor, E7, with A in the bass, which resolves to A minor by the end of the phrase. Then we have a brief sequence from a diminished chord to a minor chord, then again down a step, next we have this build-up cadence to bring us back to the A section. It starts with a 2/2 diminished chord with 4 in the bass, then a cadential 6/4 with 5 in the bass, then a French 6 with the flat 6 in the bass, then 5/5 with 6 in the bass, then a cadential 6/4 with the melody rising higher. Finally, in the last A section, we get a tonic pedal with C staying in the bass the entire time. The tricky part is playing the 5/3 polyrhythm properly, which should sound like this. Triplet, 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 triplet. Now I'll play the whole piece with the analyzed score. Let me know if you have any questions or comments about the analysis. Check out the Composing Like Scriabin course, which goes into more detail about the middle ear voicing. Join the Discord, and please like, comment, and subscribe.